Right, hello guys and welcome back to the Man United fan stand. I'm very sorry about that cut off there. I'm just going to double check the audio now then. Right, there you go, right, here we go. Right, audio working then. So, anyway, so Anthony Martial. It is the huge Anthony Martial debate now then. So, anyway, Anthony Martial. So, Jose Mourinho and Anthony Martial, they have been literally arguing a lot and stuff at the moment, which is frustrating. I mean, also Mourinho, he's been arguing with Edouard as well, Paul Pogba, and Mourinho, he's getting in an argument with a load of players at the moment, and it's not good. He can't be getting in arguments with players at the moment, and you know, because Mourinho, he's got so much pressure on him. Yeah, and we are in the new studio again, I forgot to mention that. But Mourinho, he's got so much pressure on him. Mourinho, he's got lots of pressure on him. The board are putting pressure on him, some Manchester United fans, because the thing that Mourinho needs at the moment is to be backed. I think Mourinho, he needs backing, and yeah, it's really important that Mourinho gets back 100%. And I mean, I back Jose Mourinho, and I'm giving Mourinho up until Christmas to try and just get everything right and stuff. And you know, at the moment it's so, you know, Mourinho needs to try and get everything right at the moment and everything. But at the moment, you know, yeah. But you know, I don't get it. The board, they are just being really harsh on Jose Mourinho and everything at the moment. Which they can't be doing it. They can't be being harsh on Jose Mourinho, because you know, Mourinho's trying his best. Mourinho's trying his best, even though he's negative and everything. Some people might disagree with me, saying, you know, that he's trying his best and everything. Thank you, Delix official. You know, but you know, I back Jose Mourinho. I think Jose Mourinho, he's and I think, you know, Mourinho's trying his best at the moment, though, 100%. And you know, hopefully the titles come for us. But I think success is only coming if Anthony Martial is at Manchester United. I think Anthony Martial, he plays a huge part. I think Anthony Martial, he plays a huge part in it, 100%. But Mourinho doesn't. Look, Mourinho, he doesn't think that Martial plays a huge part in it, because Mourinho, he doesn't see how much potential Anthony Martial has got in it. He hasn't seen how much potential Martial's got in him, and he needs to see it. He needs to see how much potential he's got in it, because Anthony Martial, he's got a load of potential, and you know, but Mourinho, he doesn't see it, and half of the time I just don't think he's watching, because you know, This visual says Martial to stay. Yeah, hopefully he does, because he needs to, and I think that is like one of our only ways of actually winning the title. But Mourinho, he just doesn't think that Martial's a player who can win the title with us, and Martial's a player who can win the title with us 100%. This visual said we should have started him against Leicester instead of Mata. Yeah. I mean, he's got to be starting him. There has been questions. Is Mourinho going to be playing him against Brighton, though? He better be playing him against Brighton, because it would be frustrating if he doesn't, because he's got to be playing against Brighton 100%. Even though, you know, Brighton, they aren't much of a test, are they? But I think Martial, he needs to be playing. He had a good pre-season, but that was pre-season though. But you know, Martial's a player who needs game time. He's a youngster who needs game time. But you know, why doesn't Mourinho like playing youngsters though? That's just the thing I don't get about Mourinho, and that's the thing which I don't like about Mourinho. He doesn't like playing youngsters, and he needs to be playing youngsters, because we have got a load of youngsters in Manchester United who have got loads and loads of potential in them, but Mourinho doesn't play them. So we need to be playing some youngsters at Manchester United. Definitely, Mourinho needs to be playing youngsters, and I think, you know, Martial's one of them, Rashford's one of them, and Rashford needs more game time. He did play against Leicester, but Rashford's a player who really does need game time though, and Mourinho better give it to him. Mourinho needs to be giving him game time, definitely. So yeah, Martial needs game time, Rashford needs game time, just a whole load of them need game time. But I mean, I don't think Anders Prow's going to be playing against Brighton there, and Anders Prow is a player who needs game time. He needs game time. versus tomorrow when you're streaming. 7:30 again tomorrow, mate. Anyway, yeah, bye. Yeah, 7:30 tomorrow, yeah, streaming. So anyway, Jose Mourinho, he needs to be playing Anthony Martial, and he can't be selling because he's got too much pressure on him to sell Anthony Martial. That's what I think. I think Mourinho, he's got too much pressure on him to actually go and sell Anthony Martial. Just he's got too much pressure on him because, you know, the ball, they're putting a load of pressure on him. Loads of us fans are putting a load of pressure on him. So about, you know, selling Anthony Martial and stuff. So he's got too much pressure and everything to actually go on and sell Anthony Martial. Definitely, he's got too much pressure on him, and you know, Martial, he's got to be staying at Manchester United to try and help our title hopes and everything. So, and all I'm hoping is that Anthony Martial stays for a few more seasons and stuff. But I had that feeling that Anthony Martial's going to be leaving in January, and I just had that bad feeling because Anthony Martial, as I said, he's got to be staying. He's got to be staying, and I just had that really bad feeling that he's just going to go, and that can't happen. It seriously just can't happen. We can't go off and sell Anthony Martial because I think it's bang out of order. I think it is bang out of order if we go and sell Anthony Martial. Some people might disagree with me, but I think it is totally bang out of order if we go on and sell Anthony Martial in the January transfer window. It is bang out of order, so we just can't be selling him at all no matter what. And I don't think Zidane would be selling Anthony Martial because I think Zidane's a manager who actually notices the potential in players. He notices the talent in players, but Mourinho, he notices talent in players because I would have been angry if he didn't play Andreas Pereira against Leicester, and he did, so I'm happy about that. But as I said earlier in the stream, I had that feeling that he won't be playing against Brighton, and hopefully he is, because it's important that he does, and he is an important player to Manchester United, definitely. Andreas Pereira, he's an important player to Manchester United who has got to be playing for us, so we need to play Andreas Pereira definitely against Brighton. But Anthony Martial, he's the player which I just really, really want to play, definitely. And, you know, it's starting to annoy me that Mourinho's not giving him any game time now. It's starting to get to my nerves because Anthony Martial, he is a player that deserves game time. And if we sell Anthony Martial, it is a huge blow to us. It's a huge loss for us if we sell Anthony Martial. So we need to be keeping Anthony Martial at Manchester United. And I think, you know, it's just the best thing to do, and that is keep Anthony Martial at Manchester United. I think it's best for the players, and it's best for us fans as well. And I think it just gives us a lot more potential and stuff. Keeping Anthony Martial definitely. So we need to be keeping Anthony Martial definitely. So and it's just really important that we keep him. So Martial, he cannot leave Manchester United because it is too much of a blow. And Anthony Martial, he will help us out with our title hopes. He will, and I'm telling you, he will. And Anthony Martial is a player who can actually help Manchester United out. He's a player which needs to be helping us out. But why doesn't Mourinho notice potential? Because there's some players like Marouane Fellaini who gets on well with. He notices potential in Marouane Fellaini. Fellaini doesn't have any potential in him, so I don't get how he actually sees some potential in Fellaini. He likes Marouane Fellaini. I don't get how he actually sees some potential in him, because Fellaini, he doesn't like potential. He doesn't have potential in him. Or is it just that Mourinho really likes Marouane Fellaini, then he just goes off playing him? Because you can't just play a player who you like. You can't do that. If they're not very good, you can't play a player who isn't very good. And even if you like them, you can't do that. Even if he's your best friend, then you can't do that because it's out of order. This is the club which needs to be winning titles. So if Mourinho just wants to go mess around in another club, go then. Just he can go to another club if he's just going to stay here and mess around, because we can't have him at Manchester United messing everything up like Van Gaal and Moyes did. So yeah, if you plan on messing everything up, Mourinho, why don't you go? Because we can't have a manager like you have been doing for from last season. You've messed us all up. You have messed us up. You messed us up last season. Even though we finished second place, we were messed up. So, you know, you need to be making a change. And, you know, we can't afford for Jose Mourinho to mess us up. and because we need to win the title. But and he's ruined half of the team. He has ruined half of the team. He's ruined Sanchez. He's ruined Martial. He's ruined Pogba. He's just ruined a load of them. He for me he has kind of ruined Romelu Lukaku. He's ruined Lukaku, definitely. Rashford, he's ruined him. Lingard, oh well, I don't really think Lingard, but he has ruined Romelu Lukaku, and you know, I've got to say, because there hasn't been a huge difference in Romelu Lukaku's performances, but he's changed since he's joined Manchester United, and I've noticed the difference. He has changed, and some people might disagree and say that they haven't noticed the difference. But from what I've seen of Romelu Lukaku, he's changed. Lukaku has changed, and so I think Mourinho's ruined him a bit, which is unfortunate, and we can't ruin Lukaku. We can't be ruining him. So, but if Mourinho wants to ruin players, he just, as I said, he can just leave and go to another club, because we can't have that. We can't have a manager who ruins players. But I back Jose Mourinho no matter what, even if he is ruining half of the team, for him to actually build it up. But Mourinho's not. He's a cheap manager who doesn't build the team. He just comes into clubs and win the league, and we haven't got that yet. He hasn't came into Manchester United and he hasn't won the league with us. He's meant to be a manager who comes into clubs, builds players, wins the league. That's what Zidane is. He's a manager who comes into clubs, wins the league, and can actually buy decent players, and he can build them. So, and we need a manager like that. But I'm backing Mourinho, definitely. But Mourinho, he's not a manager like Van Gaal or Moyes, who literally I can't trust and I can't back. Mourinho's not a manager like that, because I can't back Jose Mourinho, and Mourinho's not much of an idiot like them. So, yeah, and I can trust him. And I can back Jose Mourinho, definitely, and that's what I'm doing. I'm backing Jose Mourinho at the moment. But if he sells Anthony Martial, then there's going to be huge problems, definitely. But there is a huge debate, because he could be going in January. But will he stay at Manchester United though? Delic's official said he will stay, but I'm really not sure. Martial needs to stay at Manchester United though. Definitely, because it's usually lost to us if we do so. Martial, he's a fast player. Martial's a really, really fast player who we need at Manchester United. But Martial, he can't keep his speed up for the whole game, though. That's just the thing about Martial. He's a really fast player. He gets off and running straight away. But, he can't keep it up for a full 90 minutes. And that's why, Mourinho could sub him, because he can't keep his pace up for a full 90 minutes. He's a youngster, so it's going to take him some time to try and keep his pace up for a full 90 minutes, and it's important that he does, because if we have that pace from Anthony Martial that whole game, like him dribbling and everything with his skill and everything, it could make a huge difference to his performance, and it can make a huge difference to our team as well. So yeah, that is an important reason why we do need Anthony Martial, and he's a player with potential. He's fast and he's got skill, and Martial, he's good at scoring goals. Martial's a good player who is good at scoring goals, and that's good. So that's why he needs to be playing, because we need to be scoring goals. I mean, we are a team who scores goals, but we need to be getting some more goals, so definitely. Because we could have scored more against Leicester, definitely. In that match, we could have grabbed a huge number of goals against Leicester, but no, Martial wasn't playing. I think we could have grabbed. Martial could have got a hat-trick against Leicester. I really think he could have. So, yeah, I think Martial, he's got to be staying at Manchester United, definitely. Because why doesn't Martial play? Why doesn't he play? Because we need him. We need him playing. So. And Mourinho, he's got to actually watch, because I have the feeling that he just doesn't watch, he just sits in his chair. But, Mourinho does communicate to the players. But it is like he doesn't watch, because Martial's a player who's got potential in him, and Mourinho still goes off saying that he's rubbish and everything, and he's so negative about him. He's so negative about Anthony Martial, and it's just ridiculous. For what he did, it was pre-season, and Mourinho called Anthony Martial about when his wife struggled with the pregnancy. That's bang out of order as well, though. So he can't be doing that. But you know, Anthony Martial, I'm just hoping that he stays at Manchester United because and that Mourinho notices that the potential that Anthony Martial has got. So he needs to be staying at Manchester United definitely. Otherwise, I just really will be annoyed because he's got the potential to stay at Manchester United definitely, and he's a player who we need for us to actually have really high title hopes this season, and he's a player that affects on our big title hopes. Yes, yeah, new studio DM75. Yeah, got a new studio. So yeah, but you know, Mourinho, he's got to just look at Anthony Martial, and he has got to be playing because he's a player with potential. But you know, he's a youngster, so he's still got more potential in him though. Because you know, Mourinho, he doesn't like playing youngsters, and we've known that for a really long time now. But with the youngsters we've got, it's not just Anthony Martial, it's like Rashford and everything. With the youngsters we've got, Mourinho's got to be taking a notice in them because they're not youngsters like Chelsea, they're not youngsters like Liverpool. They're youngsters from Manchester United who have actually got a load of potential in them. But no, Mourinho just ignores them because he never watches them. He just doesn't want to watch them because they're youngsters. So he just ignores them and just assumes that they're not good enough, but they are. And so, you know, you can't just be judging them on their age. You can't do that. And no, it's just a joke. He can't be doing that. So, anyway, yeah, it's all from me today. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll be ending stream here. Thanks for watching this video. Well, actually, I think tomorrow at 12 o'clock we've got WWE Boy and the United Stand 2 Manchester United talk. So yeah, that's their show tomorrow at 12:30 I think. That's them tomorrow just doing a video. So and yeah, it would be me 7:30 tomorrow night. So yeah, speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching.